Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Wiki. In this episode I just finished creating a watermill and 40 pieces of land and reached 250 power mills, blah blah blah. But alright, let's see. So what do I have? There's our monkeys in the trees. Anyways, I gotta clear my throat. And alright, let's see, what was I gonna do? Alright, so just gonna try to get all these pink balloons. Kind of want to fast forward through all of it, but maybe not all of it. So let's see, first I have $2,292, so let's start spending that on some glaive thrower stuff. Ninjas, yeah, I can also get Seeking Shuriken, that'll be helpful. And now let's go into the jungle, or forest terrain, not the jungle, this is the forest. And ninjas are apparently green checkmarked, so let's use a couple ninjas. And again, probably not the best tower placement, but oh well. I'm gonna use this ninja discipline placement tower thing however I want to use it. So yeah, anyways, let's see, just gonna get ninja discipline first, and then probably the one after that, what was it again, sharp shurikens? Yeah. Once I get sharp shurikens and ninja discipline on both of them, then I'll build my third ninja monkey. No real train of thought there, other than just I like to buy things quickly, so I spend money on things that are less expensive first, which I guess would have meant that the first ninja monkey that I placed down I should have put down the upgrades for first, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference as far as I can tell, and it's still only pink balloons, so I don't need to worry about leads or even any camo really, so yeah, I don't really need to worry about anything. But I did just record the episode for Wednesday, the viewer challenge, for the Bloons Star Defense Battles, not for Bloons Monkey City. It'd be kind of hard to record this, like, tomorrow's episode before I recorded today's episode. That'd be weird. But, so yeah, I do have an episode already, well, not already ready, it's just already recorded, so I can edit and set it to upload tomorrow. But anyways, I'm gonna try to upload these videos early, or not necessarily upload them early, but set them scheduled to upload earlier on, rather than just try to record and upload the same day. It'd be really great if I could get like a week ahead and just have like that buffer of knowing that, alright, next week is already covered, I can just record a bunch of episodes, don't need to worry so much about editing them and blah blah blah, and just time management YouTuber stuff that you probably don't care about. So anyways, back to Bloons. This track is really easy, specifically because it's still on the pink balloons, and ninja monkeys are pretty awesome, specifically because they also have the green checkmark, which means that they cost less, which is always nice, and things cost less. And three ninja monkeys have really good attack rate, and it looks like they're faster than they probably really are, just because there's so many of them all close together. And let's try it again, and let's see if it's the same track. No, it's... Oh, that's interesting. I do remember hearing that that they changed this track, or that they made some changes in some ways, just because of like the track being difficult or something. So this is interesting. I'm not like an expert necessarily on track design or anything, so I don't necessarily know quite how this makes it easier. I guess just because it's lower, like your towers have more track within their range, and of course this probably wasn't a good idea. I probably should have had a second ninja monkey rather than actually, you know what, I will do that. I'm gonna leave because I'd like to not lose any lives, even if it doesn't make a huge difference. I just kind of want to test the theory on whether or not having two ninja monkeys would be better here, rather than just the one upgraded one. The track, it looks a little bit off-center, or like a little bit asymmetrical, and it bugs me because it's so close to being symmetrical, but it looks off, and I can't really tell if it's just the background, like design texture or whatever, makes it look off, even though it is symmetrical, but it just looks uneven. It just bugs me, but obviously it doesn't really make an actual difference, but, you know, anyways. So yeah, this track hopefully should be easier, because now more of the track is within your tower's range, or your monkey's range, so that should be good. Does seem to make it a little bit easier. It looks a little bit less, I guess, or maybe a little bit more like a face to me. Like right here are the eyes, and and then these are like a big mouth and those eyebrows, and I don't know what this bottom bar is, but I don't know, kind of looks like a face to me. I think I've mentioned that before, and someone I think said it looked like a face, but I don't remember. So yeah, gotta wait for that one to go around, and then get some more Ninja Discipline. And I'm actually gonna get Ninja Discipline before I get the sharper shots or sharper shuriken. Sharper shurikens. Just because the Ninja Discipline is a little bit more effective here rather than sharper shots or sharper shurikens. I keep calling it sharper shots, but the shurikens, the sharpness of the shurikens aren't quite as important here, just because the balloons are coming in from two different paths, so they're not going to be as closely packed as normal. So having better pierce isn't quite as important. But it's still nice to have, so I'm still going to give it that upgrade, but it's just not quite the main priority as it was on the last track, because on the last track they were all obviously coming from the same direction, so they were essentially twice as packed as they were normally. And obviously here there are times when they are pretty closely packed, or there's a big clump, so obviously it is helpful, it's just not quite the main priority. So yeah, this is how you do this track without losing lives, finally. Because I was so terrible at this stage beforehand, which I'm really glad that they essentially nerfed the stage, which I think is a pretty awesome idea, that a stage could get nerfed. I know that there was a couple other stages that I had some trouble with, but I can't really remember specifically what they were, and they obviously weren't like incredibly difficult. That was just so mind-bogglingly terrible or anything. And this Dart Monkey is here just as kind of like a little extra safety net, because it's already the final round and I'm already doing alright. So just a little something, since I can spend more money. And huzzah, I captured the forest tile, and now let's go to the hills terrain, where I can't actually use Dart Monkeys, which is kind of lame, but not a big deal since I've got all these other towers that are pretty awesome. And I kind of feel like using Ninja Monkeys still, even though I do really like Boomerang Throwers. I don't have Glaive Ricochet for them yet, so they're not like the most amazing tower ever. And let's actually set you to last, so that you're more likely to, or not always set you, it's set the monkey to last, so that it's more likely to actually pop a tower, or pop a balloon. I keep stumbling over my words, but actually pop balloons in a row. So here, again, is actually a time when sharper shurikens would be more useful, just because the path is more in a straight line, and the shurikens are more in line with the track, I guess, so that they're more likely to pop it or whatever. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that well enough, but I just prefer this place. It probably could have been placed a little bit closer up, but I think it should still do okay. Seems like it's doing alright. And what's interesting about this track is that I think you're recommended to use tack shooters, which you can place in these corners, and that's a pretty good spot for tack shooters, but oh no, I lost some lives. Oh well. So yeah, obviously these are a little bit more expensive because they don't have the green checkmark price reduction from the forest terrain. And I think I've mentioned it before, or I'm sure you could figure it out by now, but different terrain supports different towers more often, or not more often, but it gives a price reduction. And again, I'm not sure if it also gives a stat increase, or if it's just a price reduction, but obviously it does help either way. So I'm actually might get another Ninja Monkey, probably not. I'm gonna go with another Boomerang Thrower, or not another Boomerang Thrower, a Boomerang Thrower for the first time. Kind of lame that I lost a couple lives, but no big deal. And I'm about to lose a couple more, just because of how fast those pink balloons are, which actually in that case I will, no, I don't really have enough time to get enough more, get more money, I guess. And just go for another Boomerang Thrower. Or, again, it's one Boomerang Thrower, not another Boomerang Thrower. I'm not really sure what I can do about the pink balloons, like why specifically they were getting through. Maybe because I was setting that one Ninja Monkey to strongest, and because the balloons are moving so fast, it goes through this path faster than the Ninja Monkey can get it, because it's focusing on the other balloons. So that's kind of interesting how that happens, but it's obviously not a big deal. I don't want to restart the level just for that, because I don't exactly know how to counteract that. Probably just different tower placement. Maybe placing them in the corners might have been a better idea. I don't know. or just better upgrades in general would have been helpful. And huzzah, I captured the hills tiles now. Alright, so I'm going to go here for this mountains terrain, which is good for ice towers, but I don't have any of those. Man, you know what? I'm actually going to save this level for later, because I really like that design for the Glaive Ricochet, but obviously I don't have the Glaive Ricochet yet, and let's see, I think I do need a higher level, or a higher city rank, city level, or whatever, in order to get Glaive Ricochet, so I'm not actually going to focus on trying to get Glaive Ricochet or anything quite yet, because I will use Bloonstones for to finish off Glaive Ricochet quicker, so that I can get it sooner. And I'm not going to deal with monkey versus monkey in this Let's Play, at least not yet, unless more people request me to do monkey versus monkey type stuff. But it's really nothing that I would show much, it's just buying some stuff. But another thing is that, I guess kind of off-screen, I ranked up my city to like level 6, I think it was, or level 8, I think I'm at right now. But it increases my starting cash, so that if you remember from the last episode, I was only able to have 2 boomerang throwers and a dart monkey, but now I'm able to start off with 3 boomerang throwers, which is nice. But the reason that I can do that is because when my city rank goes up, my starting cash for each level goes up, and it went up enough for me to afford 3 boomerang throwers at the very beginning, which obviously was very nice, but doesn't make that much of a difference. It just gives it to me a little bit sooner, I guess. But anyways, let's get some extra range on these dart monkeys. And again, the pierce, it's not quite as effective here, not necessarily because the balloons aren't as clumped together, but just because the angle at which the dart monkeys are facing, they can't really pierce through a lot that often unless they're really clumped together like that. So again, it is helpful, it's just not quite as important, in my opinion, on this track. And I'm actually going to set this monkey to last, because that way, when it's targeting the balloons up here, then the arc will come down and maybe hit a couple more balloons that it misses, or that get through because of higher tiered balloons. But if it's always aiming down here at the bottom, then the arc will just take it away from the other balloons, and dang it, I've lost some more lives. Oh well. Again, not a big deal, because I do have 400 Bloonstones, which may not actually be as much as I think it is, but it is kind of a bit, so I don't really need to worry too much about it. I'm sure 400 is enough to get Glaive Ricochet once I'm a high enough city level. But also, when I said that it was kind of off-screen, what I meant was that once I'm done recording Bloons Monkey City, I'm doing this on Google Chrome, and I have like another tab up here with Bloons Start Event Battles already loaded, just muted. So whenever I'm done recording Bloons Monkey City, I just switch the tab. So technically the game is still going, so if I like level up or finish a quest or something, then it'll still like have the notification here, but then it won't be recorded because I'm not obviously recording it. So that's why sometimes some stuff might happen off screen, but it's not like I'm necessarily playing without you or anything. It's just the way that it works. So I'm building a slightly different tower placement than I did last time from last episode. So I will show it without skipping ahead, even though I do kind of want to. But man, you know what? That was actually pretty terrible tower placement. I'm actually just going to skip that level then, for now. Just for a while, just because I didn't do very good on it. Let's see, which is this? This one, and nah, oh well. I already placed it. Might as well stick with it. Again, probably not the best tower placement, but I just like the way it looks. I'm going to put the other Ninja Monkey here. And I'm I might upgrade it to a Ninja Discipline. But yeah, so yeah, again, someone did actually reply to my comment by commenting, saying that they'd prefer if I fast forwarded rather than cut, just so that they can actually see what's going on rather than just being totally in the dark when I cut ahead or whatever, which makes sense. I agree, but not really. I'm not contradicting or going against what you said, but I don't know. I agree. Okay. If anyone else has any ideas or thoughts on the matter, then go ahead and let me know. And the song that I chose from my brother, because in case you don't know, I have a different intro and credit song and fast forward song, one for every month. And the music that I use, it looks like the Ninja Monkey's attacking this Ninja Monkey. But anyways, I have a different song every month because my brother makes music, and he doesn't specifically make music for my channel or anything, but he lets me use his music in my videos just so that I have some kind of music during the intro or when I fast forward. So I just like to switch the song every month, just so that it's not the same song over and over and over again, because I know that could probably get annoying eventually. But so I just switch the song every month, and this month's song, I guess, because he doesn't make like an enormous amount of music, but it doesn't really sound like upbeat and fast forwardy and exciting or anything, but I still like the song. I think it's a good song. It just doesn't necessarily fit the mood of fast forwarding. So I'm not really sure if I should use that song or if I should use one of the other songs that I've used previously that are maybe a little bit more fit for the fast forwardy theme. So that'd be interesting if you could let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. And I think the person that commented about what I said in Bloons Monkey City commented that comment on a Bloons Star Defense 5 Deluxe Edition video, which is kind of interesting why they would choose to do that, whether they meant to or not. But I am able to see all the comments on all of my videos. Like, you could post a comment on a video I posted like last year and I'll still see it. So you don't have to comment obviously on this video, but just let me know in any comment what you think about what I said. So as we continue on, and actually wait, Ninja House, that one's done. I just need a little bit more money, so actually let's go here, and oh look, it's the forest terrain, so now I can use Ninja Monkeys and this stage. I like using Glaive Ricochet on this stage, but yay, now I can use Seeking Shuriken, which I don't really need because right here he's a better path buster than anything else because of the straight path right there, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really make that much of a difference, especially because now he has Sharp Shurikens anyways, and Seeking Shuriken, and Ninja Discipline, so that's one really good Ninja Monkey. Obviously it's not the best. In my opinion, Bloon Jitsu Monkey is the best with the distraction ability, or upgrade, I guess you should say. So probably on the next episode I'll get the Glaive Ricochet, because the Glaive Thrower upgrade is still upgrading, and it's going to take about 40 minutes, so probably not going to get that this episode, because I don't want to keep playing for another 40 minutes, but also, as someone suggested, when the game is actually out, officially open to the public, and technically it is open beta, I think, as far as I know, but once it's officially released and it's no longer in beta, and they do their final wipe, then on that day I will try to play like an hour or two, maybe 3, or just play for a long time and then just fast forward, like make a little time-lapse video, and the time-lapse might actually get to kind of a long video just because of me playing for a really long time or something, but that way I can just skip through all of the tutorial and early boring stages and everything, and just skip through it really fast. And depending on how long the video is, I'm not really sure what music to put in, because like I said, I use a different song for every month, and if I just play the same song for the whole 20 minutes, if it ends up being like a whole 20 minutes, that could get kind of boring or annoying or something. So I also don't want to just like play my brother's entire album like during the fast forward, and I didn't even realize that was the last round. Anyways, let's go on to here. So now I can start distraction, and oh yeah, so I can't do that. Let's see, this one's still got 41 minutes. To finish it would be 36 Bloonstones, and I can't see what rank I have to be for that one, so I don't need to worry about that. Let's see, so I don't really even have any more towers that I could use upgrade building for. Let's see, what else do I have? Monkey resources! Monkey Bank requires town level 9. I could still build 2 more water mills if I had more money, and then 2 more windmills. Still need to get 10 for that. Special buildings, don't need to... probably should think about that, but actually, let's look at these achievements. Build a bomb range. Maybe later. Toughen up, capture 1 piece of land, rated hard or higher. Maybe later. More monkeys needed. Increase dart monkey population to 6. I don't really want to do that. Build a Bloons Wiki generator. Nope. Land grab 2. Capture 7 pieces of land. How many do I have? 3. No, that's not it. Where... Wait, where does it tell me... Okay, there we go. I've captured 48 pieces of land for the glory of Washer, my city. And if you don't know why I named it Washer, ask me in the comments, and I'll point you to the video where I explain it. Build a tank shooter storage facility. Tank shooters come out, most blah blah blah. Don't care. Build a sniper recluse. Might get that one later. Capture 7 pieces of blah blah blah. You know what? Just for the fun of it, you're about to attack the first area that has camo balloons in it. If you do not already have monkey that can pop camo balloons, you should hold off on attacking you until you're ready. Camo countermeasure, blah 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 blah. Alright, so there's gonna be camo and regrow. It's rated impossible or impoppable. You know what? I'm gonna try it anyways just to finish off the episode. Of course it's this stage, but I'm sure I'll lose. But I just wanted to test it out just to see maybe I have a chance. Again, probably not, but who knows? Maybe I can do it. And that's strange. It says that it was impoppable earlier, but now it says very hard. I'm not sure if there's an actual difference between that, but I'm glad I have ninja monkeys because those are able to pop camo balloons. But I'm not sure if there's going to be any lead balloons because it was a camo black balloon, which comes before lead, so I don't think I should have to worry about lead yet. But we've got the dart monkey here just to deal with the regular balloons, while the ninja monkeys focus more on the camo balloons. Obviously the ninja monkeys can pop regular balloons as well, but just so that the ninja monkeys aren't completely focused on the normal balloons, I guess. I don't know. But let's see, Seeking Shuriken, yeah. Seeking Shuriken would be nice here, as opposed to sharper shurikens. So yeah, Dart Monkey, again, is just kind of there for a little bit of support. Nothing in particular. Let's see. So as of right now, it seems okay. It doesn't seem too hard. But obviously now there's 11 rounds, so it should be a bit harder as the time progresses. And of course, Ninja Monkeys will be the only ones that can actually pop those camo balloons. And I actually am going to remove the Dart Monkey later and then replace it with a Ninja Monkey. And then probably just replace the Dart Monkey later once I'm done with upgrading that third Ninja Monkey. Because right now, of course, Ninja Monkeys are definitely the MVP, or definitely going to be the MVP, just because they have the green check mark, which means they have the cost reduction, plus they can pop camo balloons like no other balloon, or no other monkey on the field right now can pop. So let's see, yep. Get sharper shurikens, and then I'll wait till I have a little bit more money so I'm not just selling this for no reason. Once I get to about 300, then I'll sell this Dart Monkey, because right now it doesn't have camo detection, because I don't have the upgrade researched for the camo detection. And then on top of that, eventually I'd probably upgrade it to a triple dart monkey, and I probably should have done this between rounds, but not a big deal. See, Ninja Discipline, let's go. Alright. But what I was going to say was, what's it called? What was I going to say? Triple darts, so that the Dart Monkey can actually shoot out 3 darts at once, which is a much more useful upgrade, in my opinion, than the Spike-a-pult, just for when you're spamming a bunch of Dart Monkeys. It's also, I think, a little bit less expensive, or more expensive than the Spike-a-pult, but less expensive than the Juggernaut. So in that way, it's pretty good. Let's see, get one more Sharp Shurikens, and again, so far, it hasn't actually been that hard, which is pretty surprising. I really thought it would be a little bit more difficult. I didn't think I'd even have a chance, but let's see, get another Dart Monkey in here, or not, well, kind of another Dart Monkey, because I used one earlier, but still not quite another, because it's still, right now, the only one, and now it's another Dart Monkey, and I'm going to upgrade it. Again, it's just a little bit of an extra support, because obviously the Ninja Monkeys are really doing well, popping all these. Again, slight surprise, I guess, to me. I didn't think they'd do that well. And it's the final wave, so I'm, of course, as soon as I start saying I'm about to win, wow, they almost beat me. I didn't get no lives lost, but wow, I actually did beat that, so that was surprising. I really didn't think I'd make it. Magic Spanner. I was going to say spammer. Assembly of all vehicles becomes super easy. Monkey Ace Buccaneer costs 5% less than normal. That's nice. Is Spanner, is that the type of tool that is? I don't, that looks like a wrench, I think, or a ratchet. I'm not sure. I think that's a wrench, but obviously I'm no tool person. But assembly of all vehicles becomes super easy. Monkey Ace Buccaneer costs 5% less than normal. So that's nice. Captured one piece on hard, and this tile is left alone. Which one was that? Nah, I don't care. Let's see. So Monkey Ace. Maybe I'll build it. If I have enough money, I'll build a Monkey Ace, just for the sake of having one. Do I have enough? I do, but I kind of don't want to use it. Meh, I don't want to. But let's see. Guess I probably should buy something else. Nah, I'll just save my money for the Glaive Ricochet. But that'll be it for this episode. So thanks for watching. Yeah, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.